Hello guys, what the heck's up? It's me, Almighty Mattie, and welcome to the first video that is related to the new Wake the Wublins. So, I'm not going to be working on it, I'm just going to be telling you guys about some stuff that I've thought up regarding DWTW, Episode 1. So, I don't know what it's called quite yet, but I know what happens in the first few pages. The main characters are Thwack and Petite, and Bona, I think. It's about Thwack meeting Bona, and there's a side character, Brump's a side character, he's a bartender, because he has a bar, don't ask why. I just thought it'd be nice. And it's Brump's Bar, spelled with a Z instead of an S. I'd say Thwack is like one of the leader characters, though I don't know quite yet. I'd say Don't Wake the Wublins is a comic series that doesn't really have a consistent cast of main characters. Like, some of the Wublins would be main characters and other Wublins would be side characters, but in the next comic, one of the Wublins that was a side character could be a main character, and one of the Wublins that was a main character in the previous one could be a side character in the next one. It's kind of like that. So in the first one, it's gonna have Thwack, Petite, and Bona as the main characters, as I just said. So I'd say Thwack and Petite are friends. I mean, I don't know if I'll really get into any romance type stuff in Don't Wake the Wublins, because I feel like a comic series for a game like My Singing Monster. Hold on a second, let me do shoot. I feel like a comic for a game like My Singing Monsters wouldn't really be fit to have a story with... It wouldn't really be fit to have a romantic story. It's just a comic series about 20 or 25 monsters that do a thing in a few pages. So Thwack is a leader type guy. He's probably one of the most mature or level-headed of the Wublins, though there are going to be those funny moments where everyone lashes out at each other and starts screaming. Oh, by the way, I have no idea what this drawing is. Well, I do. I just doodled a YouTuber called Arlo a couple times, and I just decided to have that as the thing I'm filming today. So, just for clarification's sake, none of the previous Don't Wake the Wublins comics are going to be related to the new ones. I'm starting all over. I'm starting fresh, because I feel like the first four Don't Wake the Wublins are terrible source material, because they're cringy, and I guess they had a severe lack of plot and lack of Wublins too. Everyone's like, hey, can you put this guy in the next one? But I guess they haven't really been keeping up to date with my videos, or that's the first of my videos they saw, because I've said that the next series, the next episode of Don't Wake the Wublins, it's like the first episode of a new Don't Wake the Wublins, if you catch my drift. And each comic is probably going to be canon to each other comic. Like, it's not just going to be a series of random occurrences that have nothing to do with the with each previous occurrence that happened in the previous comic, because that would be dumb, and I'm not really a fan of that sort of thing. Like, I think Teen Titans Go does that, not to bash on the show or anything, though I do hate it. And plenty of comic series and shows do that, but I don't want to do that with Don't Like the Wublins. I just kind of want to be more sophisticated with it, and, well, yeah, I want to be more sophisticated with it, have better characters, have real characters, and I want it to be a lot more consistent, like with the style, and the personalities, because I know that Thwack's personality in the previous episode of Don't Like the Wublins was very, very inconsistent, and some Wublins weren't on screen enough to even really have a personality, though I did have him floating around in my brain. Like, Poke was he was like a lonely guy who romantically fantasized about his gay crush. Because Poke was gay, and that was, oh my god, that was so bad. That was like back in the times when people just start to begin to be developing stories. It's just super weird and cringy. I don't know, it's like super edgy, or they just do stuff that they think is hilarious, but it turns out to be completely nonsensical, which is what I used to do with a lot of my stories. Like, I would just used to think that, hey, if I scream a lot, that's going to be hilarious, and if I make my voice sound all weird by screaming close to the speaker, it's going to be so funny, but I just want to be more sophisticated and, I don't know, seem more mature, I suppose. I don't want to seem like some stupid little kid on the internet, though I am a stupid kid. I'm just not little. I'm like tall as heck, man. I'm 6 foot now, and I'm 14. I don't know if any of my other characters are gonna be in Don't Wake the Wublins, like Percy. Oh, you probably won't know what I'm talking about unless you follow me on Amino. I don't care if you do. Like my characters Percy and Voxy and Serena and Dalv. I think that's all the characters that I still use. I've made like tons of my Singing Monsters characters that I don't use anymore anyways. I might end up giving some of them away. I might do a contest, or I'll just give them to people who I think wanted them. Like, there's this one person on Amino, Poke Me Flummox. I think they like Voxy and Serena, so I might end up giving them to her. Though I don't know, I do like them and I'm proud of them, so I'll probably just keep them for the sake of saying I have really cool characters. Anyways, so I want Don't Wake the Wublins to have a longer story as well, so I might put more time and effort into the comics, which does mean that it'll be a while before I release the next one after the previous one. So I want it to have a well-established story, well-established characters, and I've been doing plenty of research lately to on how to develop friendships really well in writing, because I'm actually, as you should know, I'm writing a fan fiction for My Little Pony Equestria Girls, and that's actually going pretty well. I'm in the second chapter. I'd say I'm doing like 4 pages a chapter. So the new Don't Wake the Wublins, I know it's definitely going to be a lot more sophisticated than the last one, and there's probably going to be wittier humor, because I've got a big brain and I don't want to put it to waste by sacrificing my vocal cords. If you know what I mean. Because that's what I used to do. I'm surprised I can still even talk. I don't even think the title Don't Wake the Wublins makes sense anymore, because I know you're supposed to wake up the Wublins and stuff. Though the whole Don't Wake the Wublins type thing doesn't really make any sense, because the comic series isn't going to be about the Wublins waking up the next Wublin anymore. All of them are awake. It's just them developing friendships. It's just them developing friendships with each other, and how friends can get into all sorts of mischief and stupid, mindless quarrels and stuff. And some are mature than others, and some are more childish than others, and crud like that, which I know is nothing near what I had in the last one, because that series was stupid and awful, though people adore it, which I find completely stupid and awful. Well, it's not awful. I guess that's part of what started my YouTubing. I'm not going to say career, because I'm not monetized. I'm 14, I'm too young, and I'm too stupid for that. So I guess I'll start talking about the new first one again. It's about Flock and Petite. Well, it's about Petite introducing Flock to Bona and trying to get him to drink alcohol again, though Flock is completely sober. He doesn't do sugar either. So she's like, you don't do alcohol or sugar? Then Flock is like, hey, back off, man. It ain't healthy. but I'll come to the bar just for you, as long as they have water. But Brump's Bar only serves something that has flavor, which is like alcoholic beverages and soda. So Flock just goes there to hang out. Like he doesn't drink any alcohol at all. He doesn't even drink alcohol without the intention of getting drunk. It's just like, no way, dude. So if he did, he'd probably throw it right up because his body wouldn't be used to that sort of thing. So Bona, he is actually an alcoholic. He might be a weed addict too, though I don't know if my parents will let me go that far into my comic series, which I completely understand. The farthest I've gone is alcoholism. And I just think, I don't know why, but I seem to love writing characters that drink a lot of alcohol. Though I give an excuse, well, never mind. Bona is just a useless drunk dude, though he is a cool guy. He's not just some cliche, mindless, or selfish alcoholic jerk who's been through some crud, and he's all depressed and lonely. Not to, like, bash people who have depression or anything, because I know that's very serious. Anyways, he's just an alcoholic dude, because he thinks getting drunk is fun, even if he knows that he's not gonna remember it. He probably always asks Petite to get it on film or something. Blipsqueak. I'm probably gonna have a lot of jokes regarding Blipsqueak being like a total robot. And Joey has this character called Skullbot. It's a Bionicle, and he just talks really weirdly. Like if he was eating something, he'd be like, "I am eat." Or something. We think it's funny. We think it's stupid, funny and stupid. So there might be some stuff like that around regarding Blipsqueak. Blipsqueak probably won't have any personality. They're just gonna be they're gonna be. She's, I don't know. He, she, it. That's why I'm saying they. Blipsqueak is probably gonna be a very sarcastic and brutal character, like, because they don't have a conscience. They don't think about how their insults, what they say would make other people feel, because they're a robot, like super basic artificial intelligence and stuff. I don't know who the heck made Blipsqueak. Well, it was Wubbox. But so I feel like there could be some really funny stuff with Blipsqueak, and well, maybe Thwack and Dwumroll will be the leaders. Poke is still, he's like an awkward, lonely guy, but if he were human, he'd probably be like a cosplayer. Not quite a weeaboo, though, just a creepy cosplayer type dude. Very awkward. But he's gonna be that type of character that, on the outside, he just seems kind of like that one dude who breathes really, really weirdly. And he just seems really weird, so that kind of wards off other people, but once you get to know him, he's a really cool guy. So that might be what Poke's character is like. So there could be some development between Poke and the other Wublins. I don't know who quite yet, though. It might be Bona, Petite, or Thwack, because there's definitely going to be some stuff regarding, right? There's definitely going to be some stuff around them. They might even be the main characters. Thwack, Bona, Petite, and Poke. Though I don't know, I'm probably just going to go with that whole, there is no one specific main character, though. Actually, the main character of one comic could still be the main character of another comic. It's just they're not always going to be the main character of every single comic. So I'm gonna make another video today. It's either gonna be about Don't Wake the Wublins, or Joy and I might talk about another movie, because we're gonna go see a movie today. I don't know what yet, though. I really want to see that movie Wonder, though it's not playing in theaters right now. But there's this other movie I want to see, Lady Bird. It's playing over at Reading, so I might ask my mom to take us to see that. So then Joey and I will talk about it. I guess that's it for this video about Don't Wake the Wublins, so I hope you're excited, because I sure as heck am. I just struggle with the motivation to work on comics. I mean, I think it all up in my head, and I think it's super cool. I just need to find the motivation to put it onto paper. I don't know what it is. I mean, See, I always have the motivation to draw. I guess I just don't have the motivation to make comics. I guess just everything that's happened on YouTube regarding Don't Wake the Wublins and everyone nagging at me about it, though I cannot totally understand why, has just kind of killed my buzz regarding making comics. It's just not as fun as it used to be. But I'm going to make it fun again. I just got to get back into making the comic making groove. So that's it for this video. Bye, everyone.